Hello, dear friends, and welcome to YouTube channel Civil Engineering with Reza. It's truly an honor for me to have you here. In this session, which is the continue and second part of our first episode, getting started in learning AutoCAD software, we will talk about application menu, which is about learning how to make a new file, how to open an existing file, and how to save a file. So, if you want to improve your knowledge and make a solid background and make a solid foundation in this learning process, please be with me until the end of this tutorial. So, are you ready? Let's get started. So, we have launched our program now. In our AutoCAD, I have mentioned you previously, we can use new to make a new file. We have different templates, AutoCAD ISO and AutoCAD with the DWT suffix. So in here, as you can see, I told you there are differences. I have mentioned you that the difference is based on their units that they use. I use AutoCAD ISO with the units of millimeter. So let's review quickly the previous session's lesson. As I have informed you, we have different parts on our desktop here. It was about application menu, quick access toolbar, the title bar, the information state, the information part, about different tabs that we have got here, and also different panels, drawing panels, modify panels, annotation panels. So, and after that, we call this ribbon. The panels plus the tabs, we call them ribbon. And we had our view cube, we had our navigation bar, we had our model space, layout space, we had our command line, and also about the status bar that we have got here. And also we talked about our drawing space, drawing windows here, and the cursor that we have got here, as you see, we call the plus sign crosshair or cursor. Now, let's continue with application menu here. You see different commands: new, open, save, save as, import, export, publish, print, drawing units, and close. Let's start with new. As you remember, we used previously in the beginning the new part. Inside this application part, we have same command, new, and we can make a new drawing or sheet set. For example, in drawing, it brings us the same location of the templates. We choose AutoCAD ISO, we can double click on that, or we can select and use open. It's our second drawing, as you see. Now, let me, for example, draw a triangle here and I save it. I will inform you how to save later, but let's just save it on desktop. Now our file is saved. I want to teach you the open. We use new to make a new file which does not exist. It's an empty workspace. But when we talk about open, it means that a drawing file exists and we want to open it, maybe to revise it, to continue it, or to show it to our client. So we can use open, and here we can open the drawings from AutoCAD Web and sheet sets and different cases. Let's talk about drawings. And here where we saved our file on desktop and triangle. We can double click on this and or we can select it, our file, and open it. Why it does not open? Because our file is open already and it cannot open up to it. So we say, yes, we understand this. Now we go here, we save our file, close this time, and go here and open our file. If we select triangle, it brings our file here. Let me close this here and go to our third command, that was saving. Let me draw a circle here. So I have a circle here. I want to save my file. Here, for saving, I will inform you some important tips, but please pay attention to them. Similar to opening and new, we want to choose the location. It's the desktop. So in here, we need to assign a file name. When you want to assign a file name, please pay attention that naming should be meaningful and dependent on the project itself. For example, if you draw a plan of a building to a specific project, please make it or name it in a manner that is meaningful and related, because later you want to go and find it. If I want to make it clear for you here, my project is a circle. So I can say circle, and the suffix is DWG. We have different files of type. We have different types. We can save by AutoCAD 2018 or previous versions 2013 and these kind of things. Why we have these different types? Because maybe the file that you are working right now is 2025, and when you save it, it's based on AutoCAD 2018. Someone works with previous versions like AutoCAD 2016. If we save our file with AutoCAD 2018 and give it to a person who wants to open it with AutoCAD with version of 2016, he cannot open the file. So it's the reason that you can save your model projects in earlier versions of AutoCAD if the other person's version of AutoCAD is older version. Here I say, okay, I want to save it in AutoCAD 2018 and then on desktop, circle and save. Now I have my file. I draw a line. An important issue is here. As you see, here after the name there is a star. What is the meaning of this? It means that be aware that you made some changes, but you have not saved your file. If I save it, another way of saving is using Control S on your keyboard. You can use Control S to save your file. I use Control S and you see the star disappears. If I again add another changes here, for example, a rectangle, again that star comes. So now we know the reason of why this star appears here. I talked about save, but we have save as. What is the difference between save and save as? When we say save, we use, for example, I have this file. If I use save, it saves my file onto previous file without a new name. But maybe I want to stop my work on this file here. I want to do some kind of change on my file, but saving it on another file. Let me say, for example, I draw an ellipse here. For example, I draw an ellipse here. This time I go here and use save as. Save as says that you can save another file than your previous one. My previous was circle. Now I say circle, for example, underline, modified. Now, if I save it, let's go to our desktop. We have circle and circle modified. And these forms with suffix of BAK, these are the backup file of my project. As you see, this was the difference between save and save as. So when we use save, we save our model onto the existing file, but when we use save as, it opens another file and this time changes the name of the file if we want to change the name of the file, and continuous on the other model. Now, as you see, if I do another changes here, I say, for example, I hatch this part and I save this one. It is saved. I close this file. Let's open our file to see what is the difference. So, as I have mentioned to you, now let's see what is inside our circle file and circle modified file. As you remember, I made some changes on my circle file and saved as by circle modified. In circle, I finished the drawings before using ellipses. So in my circle file, there shouldn't be any ellipse and hatch. Let's see it. Yeah, it's this file. If I want to see the file that exists, the latest version of my model, I need to go to Open and go to Circle Modified. Here, it's also beneficial to say that you can see the preview of your file. If I open it, this time you will see that in Circle Modified, I have this ellipse and also my hatched file. This was the difference between save and save as. We can use import and export. For example, we can import some PDF files, or we can export. We can export our model in the form of a PDF. Let's see it. For example, I say that this is my file and I want to desktop, circle modified, and save it in AutoCAD. We can change them. I will inform you all of them in detail later. I just wanted to quickly see what is happening here. When I save this, now here say that it's published and you can open it. Let's go here and see our file. It's my PDF file. As you see here, it is published in the form of PDF. And another important thing is that you see that how I zoom in, the quality does not change. Do you know why? Yeah, because the AutoCAD software is vector-based. Yeah, because it's vector-based, how I zoom in, the quality does not change. Okay. Now, we talked about this and about publish. We can publish our file in the form of email and these kind of things that in the specific location I will inform you. About the drawing units, I will inform you later because I want to speak about them in deep and before starting our drawings. But the latest thing that exists here is close. I can close the existing file. As you see, I have two files here and it's not saved. Let me save it here with quick access toolbar. And now if I come here and close, it closes the file that was active. If I open another file and come here and say close, here I can use current drawing because the previous time that I checked, it was current drawing. If I say all drawings, it closes all of the open windows that I have or the object or the model that I have. I think it's enough for this session. Thanks for watching. Next session or next episode, I will try to inform you about the units and we will start to learn about the first drawing objects that exist. And we will start talking about the line, how to make an object with line and different commands. Thanks for watching. Best wishes. Take care and goodbye.